know who I am, so let me introduce myself in the most Daily Showy way possible, using a right-wing talking head pundit montage. Roll it!
Sarah Silverman is a complete buffoon and aggressively unfunny.
She's a comedian. I don't find there's anything funny actually about her.
A vulgar comic who's mostly famous for saying dirty words in a little girl voice.
She's a clown in her daily life, an absolute fool.
She is a Jezebel.
Diabolically dumb.
She is a witch.
She's not funny.
She is a God-hating whore.
Boy, I'd like to hit her with a pie.
These right-wing people really hate me. I mean, what am I, a gender-neutral bathroom over here? What am I, a Starbucks cup that just says Happy Holidays over here? What am I, a grown woman with an opinion? Oh, yeah, that's probably what it is. Let's kick things off with the big Rihanna concert last night. She is so cool, she did it right in the middle of a football game. She doesn't care. And she dropped some pretty exciting news.
Overnight, Rihanna making a surprise announcement. The superstar revealing she's pregnant with her second child in front of a packed stadium during the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. Her rep confirming her growing family to ABC News after she wowed fans from a floating platform in the sky.
That's right. Rihanna revealed she was pregnant by bringing along all the sperm that didn't make it. I mean, and of course the one that did. It was inside her. Seriously, did you see that, pregnant women? Did you see it? Rihanna just did a Super Bowl halftime show while pregnant. And you want my seat on the subway? Not anymore, too. No way. The bar has been raised, so hold it. But you know, all right. I mean, thank you. But you know what, guys? Rihanna isn't the only one who has a surprise announcement. I just want everyone here to know that I have diarrhea. Some people were surprised that Rihanna didn't bring out Kanye West during all of the lights. But when you think about it, it makes sense because there wasn't enough space for her dancers to form a swastika. I can say that because I'm a Nazi.
3 incidents in less than a week after that Chinese spy balloon was shot down off the Carolina coast. But a senior U.S. official saying these 3 are different from that spy balloon.
The commander of NORAD said the last 3 objects were similar in size and shape, and he declined to categorize them as balloons, saying they were unable to determine how they stay aloft. Now, when asked about the possibility of alien activity, he would not rule anything out.
Wait, you're not ruling out aliens? I love how we're not ruling anything out, but we're shooting everything down. Is it a kite? Is it aliens? Is it the old man from Up? Who cares? We'll figure it out when we sift through the wreckage. Now, the official explanation is that after the Chinese balloon last week, the government adjusted the radars to make them more sensitive. And once they did that, they realized there's all kinds of shit flying up all the time, everywhere. It's like, you know, when you start paying attention to what ingredients are in your food and realize, like, everything has guar gum in it. What's guar gum? Guar gum. We don't know what it is, but we're eating it, baby. An audience loves a turn to camera, too. And you might be asking, where is Space Force in all of this? Isn't dealing with UFOs like their thing? But apparently, it's actually more complicated than that, because some of this stuff they're finding is too low in the atmosphere for Space Force's jurisdiction. They're in this, like, this weird in-between zone between the sky and space. It's like the Earth's taint. I mean, really, what we need is a taint force, you know, to protect this in-between area, this no man's land. It's a very sensitive zone. It can get a little hairy, sure. times working there can stink, sure. But taint force will be there when the shit goes down. Someone has stepped forward to run against Trump for the Republican nomination, and she's a lady.
Breaking news this morning. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is now officially running for president. She is the first Republican to challenge Trump for that nomination. She obviously served as his ambassador to the United Nations. She announced as much just in a video a few moments ago.
You should know this about me. I don't put up with bullies. And when you kick back, it hurts them more if you're wearing heels.
1997 called It Wants That Joke Back. Oh, wait, it just called again. It wants this joke back. I actually thought this was a great ad, and I'm excited to buy whatever pharmaceutical product that nice lady was selling. But this is going to be a tough race for Nikki Haley. Right now, she's polling at just 1%, and that's pretty bad. I mean, you know, even Mike Pence is at 2%. Mike Pence's noose rope is at 5%, which is VP material. But you do get some advantages if you run against your former boss. My opponent's economic plan is terrible, and when he poops in his office, we all hear him go, ow, 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 ow. I love political satire. It's really my lane.
The U.S. Army is trying to recover from its worst recruiting year in decades, and officials say those recruiting woes are the result of traditional hurdles. Young people don't want to die or get injured. They don't want to deal with the stress of Army life, and they don't want to put their lives on hold. But the recruiting obstacles don't seem to be rooted in concerns about the COVID-19 vaccine or about wokeness, as some Republicans claim.
Republicans would have the freaking lips to blame the lack of Army recruitment on wokeness, and the #1 reason that people really like not dying. These Gen Z kids are just like, why would I go get shot in the Middle East when I can get shot in the comfort of my middle school? I'm kidding. That doesn't happen in America. How is the military woke? Help me here. Soldiers are still soldiers. They're not going to be in battle like, I don't think this is a safe space. Trigger warning, I'm going to pull my trigger. But this drop in recruitment is coming at a really perilous time for America. If we don't have a strong military, the balloons win. Recruitment is down because there are too many pop star militias. Young people would rather be in the BTS Army, or the Rihanna Navy, or the Phoebe Bridgers Mujahideen.
Been a rise in anti-Semitism. I'm hitting the streets looking for a little pro-Semitism. Let's hope it doesn't end in a hate crime.
What do you like about Jews?
They make banging Christmas albums.
What is there not to love about Jews? The food, the culture, the celebrations.
Latkes. Hello, big group of men. Where are you all from?
Belgium.
You're here in New York City, the land of Jews. Have you done any Jewy things?
What's a Jewy?
Yeah.
Okay, great question. Have you eaten a bagel?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Jews!
Yeah.
Have you ever been vaccinated for polio?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Jews! Who are your favorite comedians?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, Jew!
Idina Menzel, Barbara Streisand.
Amy Winehouse. She is a gem.
Doja Cat is a Jew.
I love that.
She should be Doja Cats, probably.
Yes.
Who are your favorite Jews that you can think of?
I can't think of a famous Jew off the top of my head, but
You can't think of a single famous Jew off the top of your head?
I don't want to say someone's name if I don't know they're Jewish. That's tough for me to.
Who are you thinking that seems Jewy, but you're not sure?
Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
I'm going to teach you some Yiddish, okay? Gay kaken offen yam. Repeat.
Gay coffin offen yam.
That's right. That's a beautiful sentiment. Give me a hug.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you know what that means?
No.
Go take a shit in the ocean. Would you be an ally to the Jews in this time of anti-Semitism?
Definitely. Huge ally.
What would you do to protect me?
I would speak up for you.
Beautiful.
I would light the menorah with you.
Look at this guy, knowing menorah.
I would stand up for you.
You would step. Oh my God! Just the way you said it was very. I don't want to. That could be your mother, but sexy.
Okay.
You have absolutely proven yourself to be a Jewish ally. Let's pretend it's the Sabbath. Now,
Yes.
I don't know what you know about the Sabbath, but you can't turn on lights, you can't drive your car. That's why they have like what's called the Shabbos Goy sometimes that will come over and turn on your TV for you because you're not supposed to work. So let's pretend it's the Sabbath, and will you turn this on for me? Oh my God! Why would a penis smell like a vagina? We're here because there's been a rise in anti-Semitism, so we're on the streets trying to find some pro-Semitism.
I don't believe in hate in any form, so I don't care what you walk of life, religion, culture. I don't believe you should hate on anybody. Let's bring love.
Agreed. You are officially a Jewish ally. You win 2 Kanye tickets. Are you gonna go?
Hell no, I don't like Kanye.
Let's begin with Elon Musk, Twitter CEO and man who has definitely scissored a robot. If you thought your Twitter feed was especially flooded with Elon's tweets this week, you weren't alone. Apparently, Elon's tweets weren't going viral enough, so he pressured his engineers to design a special algorithm just for his tweets so that everyone would see them first. Because it behooves all of us to be privy to the fresh and original insights of the richest man in the world. Really, though, this is just the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. I don't understand how someone can have 15 kids and still be an incel. For him, I really do. This man paid $44 billion to get the same insecurities that I have for free. Are you guys familiar with the TV network Newsmax? Oh, you are. It's basically an even more far-right Fox News. Like if your crazy uncle had a crazy uncle. Anyway, a reporter from Newsmax was at the White House yesterday, and he asked a very Newsmaxy question.
One of the most prominent themes that we hear from both elected Republicans and candidates has to do with what is called wokeism. And so we hear so much talk about woke capitalism, a woke military, and so on. And by way of trying to clarify this for the American people, I wonder if we couldn't begin with a threshold question, to wit, is President Biden woke?
First of all, to wit, okay, Fraser. I mean, I love how these guys are always like, the left are coastal elites. Now, prithee tell, doth thou be woketh? A person who says to wit is usually a to what? This guy really thinks, is Joe Biden woke, was like a hard-hitting question. The real hard-hitting question would be, is Joe Biden awake? I don't know. I think we're just communicating wrong because, like, what I know woke to mean is, like, learning new things about people or the world and then acting accordingly, like basic kindness, maybe a gesture of care to people who are more vulnerable than you. You know what? Actually, you wouldn't like it. It's Jesus stuff. But, they're like, yeah, but I want them to push it on me. Nobody's pushing shit on you. You're acting like a beta cuck. Like, woke for the right is really just an umbrella term so that they don't have to say specifically that they're pieces of shit. Like, it feels cooler to say, I'm not woke, than the truth, which is, I'm terrified of what I don't understand, and I only know how to process that as anger because I can't look inward. To wit. This week, the North Korean leader announced a new law that no one else in the country can have the same name as his 10-year-old daughter, Jue. And this hits me personally because you're ahead of it. I'm pretty Jue. But just imagine how much this would suck for all the other Jews out there. You know, they got got to change their name now. You got to switch your name on your internet bill, your cable bill, your newspaper subscription. I mean, they don't have those there, but still. Moving on to some important news from the world of science. I was listening to the radio yesterday, and I heard something that stopped me short. Take a listen.
It's now 5:03, and penis length is on the rise.
I'm sorry. What kind of radio station is this? We've got weather on the ones and penis on the threes. But yes, according to a new study, the average erect penis length has increased 24% over the last 3 decades to 5.5 inches. Women in the audience are going, that's it, and the men are like, oh, thank God. Now, no one is sure why this happened. My theory is that at some point around 1993, men started measuring their penises starting from their assholes. This is not how we expected men to evolve over the last 30 years. Women have been saying, please, we just want you to be more in touch with your emotions. And men are like, all we can give you is a longer dick. And we're like, okay, we'll take it.